Ever since the girl visited her grandmother's house, she encountered a talking puppy. The puppy asked the girl to help remove a thorn stuck between its teeth. The girl ran to tell her brother what the puppy had said. When the grandmother heard what the girl said, she asked the girl how she knew that. The girl said, "The puppy told me," but the grandmother didn't believe the girl could understand animals. Grandmother said the dog never let strangers touch it, let alone talk to you. Just as the grandmother finished speaking, the puppy obediently opened its mouth and looked at the girl, clearly waiting for the girl to help. The whole family was stunned. They had always tried to figure out what was wrong with the puppy, but never expected the girl to be the one to find out. When the girl's brother pulled out the fish bone stuck in the dog's teeth, the whole family realized the girl was not an ordinary child, but they didn't know her ability went beyond talking to animals. Turns out the girl was a blessed star descended from heaven. Anyone who treated her well would be blessed. Anyone who treated her badly would be cursed. When the girl was still a baby, a childless couple adopted her. At first, they treated her like their own child, but not long after, the couple had a child of their own. They began to resent the girl, frequently scolding and beating her. Later, the couple died in an accident. Her uncle refused to take her in. Instead, he sold her as a child bride to a general's family. The general's son had a terminal illness. Doctors said he wouldn't live past a month. The general didn't want to see his child die, so he decided to adopt a young girl as a bride for his son, hoping to change his son's fate. When the general found out the girl was an orphan, he gave 10 silver coins to buy the girl, and told the girl from now on he was her father. The general didn't have much hope of saving his son. He decided that if his son died, he would raise the girl as his own daughter. When the girl held the boy's hand, a miracle happened. A golden light entered the boy's body. The boy, who had been unconscious, woke up and opened his eyes. The doctor exclaimed it was a medical miracle. Though the boy wasn't fully healed, his condition had stabilized. He just needed a century-old wild ginseng to recover completely. Upon hearing that, the general ordered his men to search everywhere. At dinner, his men reported they searched the entire city but found nothing. The general ordered them to intensify the search. After dinner, the general prepared a room for the girl, left 2 servants to serve her, then left. The girl looked at the birds outside the window and asked them where to find wild ginseng. The bird told her under the plant in the backyard that had fruits like red lanterns, the ginseng grew. She went to the backyard and ordered the servants to dig it up. Although the servants doubted the girl, they didn't dare disobey her. They dug through the heavy snow and actually dug up a century-old wild ginseng. The servant asked curiously how she knew it was there. The girl said, "The bird told me." The general was shocked to hear the ginseng was found in the courtyard. Then the general thought if he could find more ginseng, he could make a lot of money and help the people in the city escape hunger and cold. The general rushed to the girl's room and asked how she found the ginseng. The girl pointed to the bird and said, "The bird told me." The general didn't believe her. He just thought she was lucky. He tucked her in and left. As time passed, the girl and the general's son grew closer. The boy also became stronger. The general was very pleased. However, the snow didn't stop for a whole month. The townspeople were threatened by hunger and death. To help the people in the city, the general decided to join a high-risk jade gambling event. The next day, he brought the girl to the venue. The general wanted everyone to know this was his precious daughter. A woman who had liked the general for years was extremely jealous. She felt that despite all her efforts to please him, she still lost to an adopted girl. No one realized it was this girl's presence that had changed the general's fate. In the girl's eyes, each ordinary stone glowed with different colors. The girl pointed to a green glowing stone and asked the general to buy it as a gift for her brother. The general was hesitating due to limited funds. The jealous woman appeared and mocked the general for spoiling this country girl. The general, in anger, bought the stone on the spot. People thought he did it just to show off for the girl. The woman was furious. She went crying to her wealthy brother. When the rich man heard her complaint, he decided to challenge the general to a jade gamble. The loser would pay for everything. The general didn't want to compete since the man was a jade expert. But after hearing him insult the girl as a stray and thinking of the starving townspeople, the general agreed to the challenge. The girl picked a pile of cheap rubble from the stone heap. The rich man picked some expensive stones. Compared to his, the girl's stones looked worthless. Everyone thought the general was bound to lose. The competition began. The rich man was lucky. He found a piece of imperial green worth millions. He was certain he had won. When he saw the girl's was just an ordinary stone, he mocked them, saying you could find better ones on the street. The girl firmly believed her choice wasn't wrong. The general remembered the girl's past luck and shot at the stone. The stone shattered, releasing a dazzling green light.